silenced my phone.
Went on vacation.
Did you see that? It's stuff. Yes, it's like that.
Let me get over to the park. Huh. Those the bands were great. We'll start when you two are finished. Oh, 2 minutes, okay. Go ahead, carry on.
I was just saying how quiet it was.
Gonna have to split those two up.
Yeah.
Everyone else on Gary.
Dave showed up. Justin. Your son, Justin. Because we'd sit together at session meetings. Gary broke us up because it was just so under the table texting. Still doing the same thing. Is she ever going to shut up? He broke us up.
Hurry, that's what you need to understand.
That was the question.
I would imagine it's for all their customers.
Yeah. When I opened that up, it said, what's that?
It's sure.
No, not yet. No, not yet. 5:59. We are very prompt.
Tim, did you bake something, bring over?
I did not, I had to work all day. I did not have time to bake. Sam, I
I
apologize.
thought you'd bring over a coffee cake or a pecan pie or something.
I will see that you get put in the rotation.
I thought there was a ban on oven use during this heat wave.
I'm on board with that.
There is in my house.
I'm definitely minimizing.
Only outside grills. Let's bring this meeting to order. We'll start with a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call.
Abbott.
Here.
Augenbaugh.
Here.
Beers.
Here.
Dietz.
Here.
Gelfen.
Here.
Jackson. Yes. Malika.
Here.
Sullivan.
Here.
Reesinger.
Here. We had an executive session at 5:30 today. We discussed really personnel on one of the committees, is what it was mostly. Okay. Public comments on agenda items. Anybody have any comments? Hearing none, we'll move on to correspondence. None to present. None to present. Tim, you're up.
Okay.
Clearfield County Commissioner Tim Winters.
Just very briefly want to go over one of the assets that the new city will have to work with, which is Visit Clearfield County, the County Tourism, Recreation and Tourism Authority. Just a quick background on how that works. We do collect a hotel tax of 5% from lodging within the county, and then that is dispersed through, we'll refer to it as Visit Clearfield County. The full name is Clearfield County Recreation Tourism Authority, but for practical purposes, it's Visit Clearfield County. Each year, they solicit grants, sponsorship proposals. There will be a deadline of November 30. This is things to get in preparation for next year. And there is a grant and sponsorship committee that then awards monies for the 2025 season. Main reason in bringing this up is, of course, with the baseball fields and the huge investment and great success Du Bois has had with their athletic fields. Need to plan ahead for next year. We see, those of you, I noticed some people shared the news today Lycoming County, seeing Du Bois' success, is going to try something similar. But it is important to stay ahead of this and be prepared for next year. Over the last 4 years, I believe it's 140,000 has been requested on the baseball side and 90,000 has been granted from Visit Clearfield County. So we do have a long-term relationship from the county tourism point of view with the baseball facilities. Just let you know this, important to stay ahead of this for next year, and you want to touch base with Sue Swales-Vitello, who is our executive director of Visit Clearfield County, work you through the process of application for sponsorship, grants. This is sports tourism is growing business. Like I said, the Lycoming County article, you saw that today. And sometimes it's not just a matter of if you build it, they will come. Sometimes you have to pay them to come. So these are things we have to look at moving forward, and just, let everybody here know the resource that is there in the Clearfield County Recreation and Tourism Authority, and to get with them, work with them, planning ahead for next year should make for a smooth transition. And if anybody has any questions regarding that or county in general, I will try my best to answer them.
What's the yearly budget for Visit Clearfield County? What do they take in from the tax?
Oh, we're gonna go round numbers, 600,000. It did increase from 3 to 5%. That may go up a little bit. But it is a competitive grant and sponsorship. We solicit proposals from partners throughout the entire county. The Du Bois baseball is a little different. That is a long-term investment in facilities. We will always partner as to the extent that we can. We also have like UMI Motorsports Park, where they have sunk huge amounts of money into a national facility. Those create a little bit of, this isn't like a festival or a fair. These are facilities that are going to be here for the long term. So there's always going to be a degree of partnership. Like I said, Sue Swales-Vitello is your best resource for working out the details. And whatever we can do to work together, we're going to do for the foreseeable future.
I have a question.
Yes, Barry.
Tim, what percentage of the hotel tax from Du Bois versus any other area in the county are given here to Du Bois?
I can't give a yearly percentage, but I did print out, sort of anticipating this question. We're going to go back 2020 to date, this 2020 through 23 awards. Du Bois area applied for 195,000. This is not including baseball. Du Bois area applied for 195,000 in grants or sponsorship and was awarded 95,000. I think you have to apply to be in the mix, so that creates a disparity around the county, because if you don't apply, we're not going to award money. On the baseball side, this is baseball alone. This is 2020, skipping 2021 because of COVID. 2020 through 2024, they've applied for 140,000 and been granted 90,000. So proportion of, if you apply, you're going to definitely be considered. I don't have, Barry, I apologize, I don't have a breakdown by part of the county. But of course, all based on, you have to fill out the applications to get the grant money. And that's why I'm here now to encourage you, especially on the sports side, to work forward to this on the 2025.
Would Sue have that information?
Sue would have that information, and you can contact her. She was out at a show today, so I came over. But yeah, Sue Swales-Vitello can answer any questions you have. But historically, the money is awarded throughout the county based upon who applies. But Du Bois, you can see Du Bois baseball in the Du Bois area, whether it be community days, the parade over the years. Everybody gets their share, but it's based on you have to apply. It doesn't just fall from the sky. We've had a couple, not Du Bois, but organizations say, we didn't get any money this year because you didn't apply. So my goal in being here was just to explain the process and let you know to have this on your radar for later this year for the 2025 season.
I do have one more question.
Sure.
Tim. And I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
No, that's fine.
But one of my big deals is the Small College World Series.
Absolutely.
And what I've been told is they went from a starting point of 25,000 when it first started and down to 5,000 this year. That's quite a disparity.
Well, we do not intend to fund things for perpetuity. You get things up and running, and I think you want to look at other sponsors, outside sponsors as well. We definitely apply every year. Not just because you apply for X dollars doesn't mean you'll get the full amount of the grant. But like I said, some discrepancy over the last years. It's been Du Bois City, it's been Small College World Series, it's been Du Bois Sports Properties. Probably need to have a little more cohesive look going forward.
But isn't one of the goals of Visit Clearfield County to put heads and beds in our hotels?
Yes, absolutely, and the Small College World Series does that, as well as a huge amount of other events
Yeah.
throughout the county. So no, they will definitely always be considered and always be in the mix.
Yes. And I just felt they get shortchanged this year. Like I said, went from 25 to 5,000. I haven't explored
Well,
Little League or
and
anything of that
now,
nature.
if we look at the number of people applying for grants has increased exponentially. A couple years ago, it was 30, this year it was 70. There's been a huge increase in people now seeing this as a resource that are applying. We try and grade everything.
Yeah.
But like I said, Sue will be your source of information on details, but I can assure you, nobody is purposefully being slighted
That
on
never-
the
that
fund.
was never
No,
mentioned, Tim.
No, so,
Yeah.
so this is just informative to be aware of the timelines of this process and get in touch with Visit Clearfield County. They'll work out the details for you. And have your ducks in a row for next year is the gist of the whole conversation.
Tim, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
What's the percentage of that 600,000 that came from this area, just from the Du Bois Sandy area? I mean, ballpark,
Once again, you're gonna have to, Sue will give you, I do not have internal Visit Clearfield County numbers in front of me. If I look at the number of hotel rooms, I think Clearfield probably outpaces Du Bois a little bit on number of rooms. But even if we say it's a wash, I would say, and of course, the southern half of the county does not bring in hotel revenue because we're geared at the interstate exits. And you'll see, Du Bois fares very well, Clearfield fares very well through the Penn State season. There's a number of benefits to each exit. Basically, I think Clearfield's slightly ahead on number of rooms, but not by a huge amount. So, like I said, for specific numbers, you want to reach out to Visit Clearfield County.
To follow up with Bill's question, do you think you could ask and have that number sent up to us?
I can absolutely do that.
Thanks, Tim. I
No,
appreciate
I will
it.
absolutely do that. I'll have to do a breakdown for the last couple of years. Hotel stay, I won't have a dollar figure, but hotel stays broke down by each location.
Tim, does that number, have you thought about like taxing the Airbnbs that are in the area, or can you do that?
Airbnbs, I believe, can be taxed. I have to look into the wording of the legality. Once again, this is a specific question for Visit Clearfield County. The mainstay is going to be hotels. Then there's Airbnbs. I believe campgrounds are exempt. There's different forms of lodging. So once the specifics, I'm going to kick you over to Sue Swales Vitello.
Okay.
I wanted to, my main point of being here was to get this on your radar for next year to make sure your applications are in for grants and sponsorship.
Hey, Sam, am I allowed to speak and ask him a question or answer yours?
Yeah.
Or are you just?
I don't mind a bit.
Oh, I didn't want to break protocol. On the Airbnbs, I was going to ask you, but I was told by Dave Glass that Airbnb, if they use the platforms, collects the tax. Unfortunately, they have no clue where the money comes from. So there could be 10 out there, but they get a lump sum from the Airbnb. When I was looking at, nobody regulates them. I don't know who regulates your hotels.
The hotel tax is collected by the treasurer's office of the county.
But Airbnb supposedly, according to Dave Glass, was they get a lump sum of anybody that uses
Their proprietary platform.
Yeah, whether it's VRBO or whatever, they just send in a lump sum, but they won't tell you that it was this location, so people could be
Okay,
cheating the system or
that may
something.
be a question for the treasurer's office.
Well, I had asked it several years ago.
Okay, let me,
on the regulations.
I'll make a note, I will look into that, and I'll look into a breakdown of previous hotel stays, Greater Clearfield versus Greater Du Bois. Thanks.
Thank you.
Any questions? I'm more than welcome.
You had made a comment, and I'm sorry, something about uniformity when applying for grants, or something about Du Bois Properties or LLCs or some. Can you just, I didn't know what you meant by that.
There have been different groups in Du Bois all apply for that we generically lump under baseball. The Du Bois Little League, it's been Du Bois City, it's been the U.S. Small College World Series, and Du Bois Sports Properties. But that's, I lumped baseball together, separated the rest for purpose of this conversation.
Thank you.
Okay. Like I said, I'll try and get you a little more information on that, what you were looking for, Barry, and I'll look into the Airbnb.
Thanks, Tim.
Sure.
Let's move on to old business. Manager's progress report.
Yeah, quick update on the architect's preliminary floor plans for the addition and upgrades to the existing Du Bois Municipal Building have been completed and are available for review. There's a full set of plans here, there's a full set of plans up at the Township Building as well, and I'll get you individual plans to review. We can't all print them out like Pat does there. In addition to the preliminary plan, we're getting information this week on the construction schedule and project budget that I'll have available for you guys to review as well. You'll be able to look at all that and be able to discuss that at the next meeting. Special counsel, continue to make progress on Social Security, pension, and civil service issues. We don't have anything to present to you. We should have those, or Sean will have those pension options available for you at the July 2024 meeting. And I know they have sent the draft of the declaratory judgment for civil service to the police union for their review, and as soon as that comes back, it'll go into the county. So making good progress on both of those. Onto the tax structure, budget, and utility user fees subcommittee. You do need to make a motion to replace me on that committee.
Mr. Chairman, I'd make a motion to remove Chris Nasuti from that group since he is retiring. And along with that, I would make a motion to replace him with Scott Farrell from the city.
Okay.
Second?
Properly moved second. Questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Abbott.
Yes.
Augenbaugh.
Yes.
Beers.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Malika.
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes.
At the last meeting, there was the discussion about expanding that committee. You guys could choose to expand that committee. You could choose to hire a consultant to help you through that committee process. But I think you should take action on one of those issues as well.
Pat, I'd like to make a motion. We put out an RFP for a tax consultant at this time and see if we can get it covered under the stamp program. And also hold off on the committee till we get whoever hired the consultant to meet with Sean, the manager, and go over some things and see which direction we need to
Scott
go.
would do that.
Yes, yeah, Scott,
Yeah.
for the
Second.
right direction.
Properly moved second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Abbott.
Yes.
Augenbaugh.
Yes.
Beers.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Malika.
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. Approval of the minutes.
I'll make the motion, we approve.
Second?
Properly moved second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Abbott,
Yes.
Augenbaum,
Yes.
Beers,
Yes.
Dietz,
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Malika.
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. New business. Approval of invoices.
You have one invoice there for McNeese, Wallace, and Nurick, and that's for the work they've been doing on the pension, civil service, and, that last one? Oh, and social security. Yep, pension, civil service, and social security.
I have a question on the motion, please, or on the bills. On 4/2/24, we're going to be billed, well, the bill for K. Welbley for reviewing, summarizing retirement plan provisions, and 4/10, it is the same thing. Is there an error on that bill, or is there something? I mean, it says the exact same thing on the bills, and I didn't know if they were talking retirement, as Chris said. Are they talking reviewing? I don't know that, but it seems odd that Welbley was reviewing and summarizing retirement plans both on 4/2 and 4/10. That's just my question. Do we,
So Mr. Welby is the counsel for the police unions.
okay,
So this would be our counsel, Adam Santucci, listed there, discussing different options with Mr. Welby.
on 4/2
On 4/2, correct, yeah. And you said it was 4/10 as well?
and 4/10, is it the same thing?
It says 4/10, I see reviewing and summarizing retirement plan provisions.
Yeah, they both say the same thing, Chris, and that was my question. You know, $648, you know, but the problem is, it says the same thing, and,
Yeah, I'm sure they're having multiple discussions. I'll verify that before we pay the invoice, but
okay, that's,
Yep.
thank you.
On this invoice, it says there was previous unpaid invoices.
we approved that last one. This was just in,
That,
Pass.
so this will cover it, we'll be good after we pay the $6,000.
correct, yep.
Thanks. We need a motion to pay that.
I'll make a motion to pay McNeese, Wallace, and Nurick in the amount of $6,048.
I'll second that motion.
Properly moved and second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Abbott,
Are we going to pay this bill?
Yes.
Wait, Jim, are we gonna pay this bill without answering my question?
No, I'll call him tomorrow.
So my question is, we're gonna pay the bill without getting that answer?
I'll amend the motion. I'll make the motion, we pay the $6,000 as long as Chris confirms that the amounts are proper.
Okay, and then what it
If
goes,
not confirmed, then we'll come back.
we will approve this
Yeah, that's
at
not
Monday's
allowed.
meeting, the city meeting. We bring it here for the council to bless, but the city physically pays the bill, so we approve it at ours. If there's any change, it'll be noted at the
Thank you.
meeting on Monday night.
Thank you for amending that.
I'll keep that a second.
Bill, second that?
Properly moved and second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Abbott,
Yes.
Augenbaum,
Yes.
Beers,
Yes.
Dietz,
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Malika.
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. Parks and Recreation Director position.
Yeah, I think you guys authorized at a previous meeting to move forward with that. We've been working, we had a committee put together with the assistance of our park director and the school district, and we're moving forward on developing that job description. So we'll have more for that in an upcoming meeting.
It was approved to move ahead with a Parks and Director position?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No, just put it on the agenda.
Just
Yeah,
to
it
put
was
on the
just-
agenda.
Put it on the agenda.
Put it on the agenda and get a job description. I think that's all we have at this moment.
all right.
I think that's something that'll probably need to go in the 25 budget.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
there's-
Yes.
probably not looking at hiring anyone this year, are we?
I wouldn't think.
Okay.
Truthfully, that should go hand in hand if we get this tax consultant, when they start looking into everything.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So we got some time.
I mean, I think that's a position that we need eventually, because we need somebody to promote the fields.
Absolutely.
That position's actually approved, I believe, in the
Yes.
agreement.
Yeah, we could hire one if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Right, or we could take a look at hiring like an economic development person first, and they would be more in charge, like right now Sean and Chris were handling like all the grants and things like that. We could have an economic development person would take over grants and business development on the fields and any other kind of events, marketing, branding type things that we want to do, and then they can decide if we want to hire parks within that. Like right now we have somebody
Jim-
who's scheduling,
Jim Pullman, Matt Checchio.
Jim Pullman, managing the scheduling of the fields. He's a contractor, not a permanent position. Then do we want to hire an eventual Parks and Rec director to start managing that kind of stuff below the economic development person? So I'd like to have that on consideration as well before we move forward with just straight up Parks and Rec person.
Yeah, good idea.
Yes.
Okay. Du Bois City refinancing bonds.
Yeah, the purpose of this agenda item is to provide information regarding a loan refinance bond issue that the city of Du Bois is working on. This will ultimately need to be approved by the joint board. The city is looking at refinancing 3 variable rate loans and obtaining a $2 million short-term bond to be repaid through RACB grant for building addition. A few important notes below. You all should have a summary there in your packet. On the summary page of the attachment, the first 3 columns show the 3 variable interest loans. At the current interest rates, this equates to a debt service of $1,213,369 per year. On the second part of the table, the offering yield is the interest rate. It adjusts slightly through the term of the bond, but equates to a debt service payment of $1,114,700 annually, for a savings of approximately $100,000 per year. The cost of the bond issue is $246,362, with $45,902 as bond insurance to get us a better rating and receive a lower interest. The cost of the $2 million bond issue is $24,005. This cost is lower because if we do this at the same time as the other bond, it saves us some redundant fees. We're targeting the end of July, early August to do the ordinance for the bond. These initial numbers are fluid and a product of the daily market index. So Sean just wanted to give everybody an update as to what the city was doing on their end to try and refinance this. And because of the amounts of money they're talking about, it will need approval from the joint board to do so.
I got a question. This will clean up everything, or is there any still outstanding in the legal issue that might come out down the road?
I don't think any of these loans had anything to do with the legal issues.
No, but what I'm saying, is there anything else out there that you don't know yet that might be in this legal issue that didn't crop up yet? Because since you don't have all the facts, that's what I want to know is, I'd like to do this one time and not multiple times moving
You
forward.
said it. Is there anything out there we don't know about? I can't tell you anything I don't know.
We don't know about it.
Yeah.
But there are some other loans that you'll see on there that are like 2 or 3% that aren't part of the refinancing.
But I think what Bill means, is there anything that maybe hasn't been uncovered? yet?
Exactly.
I'm sure there is,
Since
Bill.
they're held up with, that's
I'm
why,
sure there is.
that's why I want to bring it up.
We don't know, we get stuff every week, Bill.
We have reached out to most of the financial institutions in the area and asked if there were any accounts, loans, et cetera, in the city EIN number that we can be made aware of, and we have all the responses back from them. So, I mean, I can't say we know everything, because
No.
I think we're pretty confident these are the 3 major loans we have.
yeah, we have gone looking as much as we can.
Yeah.
Yep. And we don't need any action tonight. Just want to let everybody know what we're doing. Sean will bring this back to you, like you said, in July or August. But just wanted to make sure everybody in the community knows we're looking at refinancing those bonds.
Any other questions on that? Authorization to hire for vacant positions. The first one is Sandy Township Planner, Zoning, and Code Enforcement Officer.
Make a motion, we authorize Sandy Township to hire for vacant position, Sandy Township Planning, Zoning, and Code Enforcement Officer.
Second that motion.
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Abbott,
Yes.
Augenbaugh,
Yes.
Beers.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Jackson. Malika.
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. Sandy Township Public Works Director.
I make a motion that we authorize Sandy Township to hire Public Works Director.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion?
I have a question on this one.
Yeah.
So Chris was the engineer and you were the public works director, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So in Sandy was there?
Sandy
and you were
Township's
also
is
the
different.
public- There, it's different.
Matt Cook, who retired from Sandy Township, was our Public Works Director.
Okay,
Yeah. We have a director and a superintendent, they just have a director.
okay. Thank you.
Any other questions on the motion? Let's vote on the motion.
Abbott,
Yes.
Augenbaugh,
Yes.
Beers.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Jackson. Malika.
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. DuBois City Engineer.
I make the motion, you move forward with hiring a DuBois City engineer / I think it's gonna be Sandy's also down the road, correct?
Correct.
What they're looking at.
Just like Chris. I would
Yes,
assume
yeah.
that. Yes.
Second?
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Okay, let's vote on the motion.
Abbott,
Yes.
Augenbaugh,
Yes.
Beers.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Malika.
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. Joint board member comments. Jen?
How about a shout out for Du Bois Days for the city workers and Boy Scout Troop 36 that did clean up. And how about the DCC
Girls.
softball?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
fantastic.
Pretty amazing.
Absolutely. So a few shout out to them. And we start Music Fest tomorrow night in the park. So be there,
Free to
6:30 to
everybody.
8.
Free to everybody.
Yep, absolutely. That's it.
Okay, Barry?
I concur with Jen on congratulating the Du Bois Central Girls softball team being crowned state champions in Pennsylvania. Congratulations to the 75th anniversary of the Little League, and that was quite a entertaining project they put forth. And my last thing is, I'm going to ask the joint board if they would join Sandy Township as we proceed through the PUC filings against Aqua. And the one reason, I don't think we need, we just need, in my opinion, a voice vote, a vote of confidence that we can move forward, because this could affect all of us as, and I will quote the rate increase. Aqua's rate increase, they are requesting a total rate increase of $126.7 million per year. That is per their announcement.
But that's for other municipalities too, though, isn't it?
Well, Sam, we never got that answer. But I think the joint board should be aware of that, as Sandy Township enjoins Treasure Lake in fighting this rate increase. So, thank you. I appreciate, just, if nothing else, a vote of confidence as we move forward.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
You have my support.
Thank you.
Elliot?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
Nothing tonight.
She took all my stuff.
Nothing, Pat.
Chris?
I already signed a petition about the aqua increase, and I've contacted different people about it, just to enlighten myself on how, if there's a possibility of maybe in the future of having Aqua sell the system to the Du Bois system, join together, and that would solve a lot of problems, I think. I think they have better water quality, and which I think they all, that's what a lot of them basically just want. And I think PUC will protect the rate payers out there to a certain extent, that they're not going to allow price gouging, but you do have to make sure that the PUC gets our attention, so it is a good idea to do that. And I do want to congratulate what everyone else mentioned about the different organizations that did so well, and that's it.
I don't have nothing.
Okay.
Jim?
Oh, sorry, Jim.
No problem. Just kind of ditto on, what was said there, on all the achievements there with especially the, Du Bois Central Catholic girls and Little League and, the park and everything. So, yeah, really good. That's all I have, Pat.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jim. We'll open the meeting to the floor. Any questions, comments? Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Lombardo, real fast questions for you, Barry. Did you vote yes on the,
Pardon me?
did you vote yes Monday? You were supposed to, the township was gonna vote whether they were gonna get the attorney jointly with the Treasure Lake folks.
We voted to join with Treasure Lake to fight the rate increase.
Yeah, I'm on the board of directors and Sean came in, so, okay, so you did.
I think we voted unanimously.
I never heard. We talked
Oh,
about
okay.
it. Sean left, you were gonna go vote, so you voted yes.
We all voted yes.
Yeah, we all voted yes. Now, there's something going around that we're in a civil lawsuit. We're not in a civil lawsuit.
No.
We're under the rate increase. We're fighting for you. For
No,
that.
and being on the board of directors, I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch the dollars,
Well-
that we don't go crazy.
I got numerous phone calls the other day or Tuesday about that we're gonna give each resident $50,000 and all this and under a civil lawsuit.
That was my opinion, Bill.
Yeah, yeah.
I won't even tell a joke about it. Thank you. Okay.
Anybody else? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Properly moved and second. Vote on that motion.
Abbott.
Yes.
Augenbaum.
Yes.
Spears.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Jackson. Yes. Malika.
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes.
Let's be official.
That's official.
All right, see you, everybody.
See ya. See ya, Jim. Thanks.
Several years ago, open meeting.
Refer to you as Houston, Minnesota, you know it's official, right?